All right, players. On the Symphony of the Seas, heading to the Blackjack tournament. $35 buy-in or something like that. I'm a little bit late, so I think I'm gonna have to play maybe round 3 or round 4, something like that, depending on how many players are there. I think first place is something like $500. I gotta talk about this. They've got the largest casinos at sea. And you know what that means for everybody going to Las Vegas and complaining about Vegas and how expensive it is? There's alternatives. And if you go on a cruise ship and you gamble, you're gonna get comped, all right? You're gonna get your rooms for free, you're gonna get your drinks for free, you're gonna get the internet for free. You're basically gonna get everything for free. Have you heard of this in Las Vegas? When was the last time you got a free hotel room, even though you're gambling $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 over a weekend? They don't care about people like that. But here, Symphony of the Seas, Royal Caribbean, you wouldn't believe what they're giving away. And especially if you're a slots player. If you're a slots player, it's busy here, give me a sec. If you're a slots player, you need to play way less. If you're a table games player, you have to play a little bit more, but I'm telling you, $1,000, $2,000 in slots, you earn points so fast that you're gonna get comped. You're gonna get a little letter, just like I just got, in your room that says, we'd like to invite you back for your next cruise. And that's when it starts. They're gonna put you in the book, and then from there on in, your cruise is free. You're gonna have to pay for your wife, you're gonna have to pay for your kids, unless you're a high roller, but at least one of you will get a comp. So props to Royal Caribbean for doing this stuff. And again, Vegas, man, you're screwing up. You've been screwing up. I've been talking about it forever. Anyway, tournament is gonna start. I'll come back for a it's 4th floor. I'll come back for a showcase, I guess, or let you guys know how the first round went. And after the first round, I guess I'll report back, see how I do. I don't know if I'm gonna go hard first hand. We'll see what happens. All right, maybe I could walk you guys through. Right back there's the sushi restaurant. I had dinner there last night. Absolutely beautiful. Here's the casino. There it is. It's where the magic happens, baby. All right, wish me luck. Let's go. Okay, got my ticket. Got my ticket right here. Round 5, seat 6. Round 5, seat 6. What I really like here is they got 2 tables running the tournament. So 2 tables, a lot faster than 1.
Everybody do have stand over here.
Last time I was on Norwegian, I think they only had 1 table, and I think I had to wait 2.5 hours before I could play my round 5 ticket. So here are the rules. 7 players per table. You can double, you can split for less. There's no insurance, there's no surrender. The highest scores are gonna move on. So, and you can rebuy. So it's a rebuy tourney, so you can fire multiple bullets. It's funny how, as soon as I started talking to these guys, they changed the way they did things, because they used to do, you gotta win your round. And if you win your round, then your score goes into the books. If you finish second, you got nothing. But now they changed it to a rebuy tourney, which is my format. And they also are doing the top score. So you can look at the leaderboard and keep checking, right? Of course, Mr. Blackjack format. Anyway, I'll be back after I play, about 20 minutes. Let's go. Okay, look at this smile. First hand, you get 500 chips. First hand, I go in 250, I win it, bing, 500. Second hand, I go in 500. Before going in, I told myself I needed about 12 to 1500 in order to make it to the next round, right? In order to make it to the finals, that's kind of the goal, right? And top score at this point was like 1200. So play 2 hands, win the second one. Okay, so we're at like 1200, 1225, something like that. 1225, then you can do the minimum bet, 25. Guy to my left, he's betting 500, he's winning. Third hand, I ended up winning, but I only won 25. Guy in second position, he goes 500, he wins it, he goes another 500, he wins that. All of a sudden, he's up to 3,000 chips, and I'm like, okay, well, I gotta start doing something, right? So then I put 500 down, I get a 9 or something like that. And dealers got, I get a 9, and I think the dealer had something like a 7 or something like that. And then boom, I get 19. I'm very happy. I'm feeling pretty good about it. And then the dealer flips an 8, 15, and busts 25. So here I am at like 1,700 or something like that. And I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. This is kind of all I need in order to get to the next round. Anyway, Hand number 7 comes by. I'm betting conservative 25. And the guy to the right of me, super drunk dude. Okay, the guy at the beginning of this, he looks at me and he says, "You ever play blackjack before?" And there was a guy who knew me behind me, and he just bursts out laughing. Right, so the guy has no idea. I'm like, yeah, I played blackjack before. Anyway, so this guy, I think he goes 625 last hand, all in. He goes 625, gets a blackjack, right? Anyway, so he's probably going to be in the finals because he's got like 2150 or something like that. Anyway, I'll come back with a post-finals update, see how we do. Let's go.
You'll sit by yourself, but I just want to remind you.
Still happening over there. I am out. Guy in second position was playing like crazy. He went all in first hand, and I decided to play cautiously, so I bet minimum the first hand. He went all in, he won his first hand, so he had 500. Then second hand, he wins again, and he went all in. So he's got 500, he's got 1,000, he's got 2,000 chips, and I went conservative. And then he bet it all again on the third hand. He lost the third hand. Okay, so at this point, I'm like, okay, well, at some point I got to start betting big, right? Because you still got to get there. A couple players at the table are out already, and there's a guy in third position. He's probably at about 800 in chips. So I'm like, okay, well, I got to make a move. I got to go somewhere. So I go pretty much all in 500, something like that. And I get 15, and Joe's got 5. So not much I can do there. I just stand, and the dealer pulls 12 and an 8 for 20, making my dreams of winning this tournament go down the drain. But I had a lot of fun playing it. There was a couple of people there that were a lot of fun to talk to, and Royal Caribbean, you run a great tournament. So I'll be on the next one. Hopefully they have one tomorrow.